oh no, I'm gonna start collecting Squishmallows now. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Tuesday, I hope you're all having a great start to your week. I am here with more of my Squishmallow collection. If you didn't see my previous Squishmallow collection video, I will leave a card above. I started with my largest Squishmallows. And obviously, because I mainly talk about Disney plush on this channel, I am going to show you my full Disney Squishmallow collection as it currently stands. So this is correct as of January of 2022. My birthday is coming up in March of 2022, so towards the end of this video I am going to talk about some of the Squishmallows that I would really want, just because I could probably buy them with like birthday money or something. So I wanted to let you know which ones I've really got my eye on. But the problem with the Disney Squishmallows is that they are not sold in the UK, so I have to get them from America via eBay, which means they are very, very expensive. There is one in my collection right now that I will be selling soon, and I just know that I won't get the amount that I paid for it. I just absolutely won't. So I don't buy Disney Squishmallows often. The last one I got for Christmas, and I definitely won't be buying any until after my birthday now. So most of them you will have seen in other videos, but I wanted to show them to you as a whole because they haven't all been in the same video before. This is the first Squishmallow I ever got, and this started the obsession basically. So this was picked up for me from Walgreens by my good friend Laura over at the Jodie and Laura Life. It is the child Squishmallow. This was exclusive to Walgreens, but I believe he's come to the UK via Costco. I don't have a Costco card. I have a few friends who do, who like send me pictures. But the only one I want from the Star Wars range at the moment is Chewbacca, and I want him in this kind of size. I don't want a large one, if I can help it, because they just take up so much more space. But this was the first one I ever had. I hadn't had any of the regular Squishmallows, so this was my very first one. Here's his tag. So as you can see, they do the child Grogu, they do BB-8, R2-D2 and Chewbacca, which is one that I really want. I have kind of mashed up the tag a bit because he was stored somewhere for a little while, but now that I've got a big Squishmallow collection, I just keep him out all year round. But I asked Laura if she would get him for me because I believe he was on pre-order at Walgreens. So she pre-ordered him for me and then went to pick him up when he was available. And she sent him with some snacks and stuff, I think, and maybe some wishables. And the second I saw him, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna start collecting Squishmallows now because he's just so gorgeous. I love his ears and all the different textures on him because he's like normal Squishmallow material here, but then he's got a fuzzy bit which they don't tend to use on the Squishmallows I have. They do some more rare ones where like they'll have a fluffy belly, but I don't really collect those because I think those are America only as well. I try to only get Disney Squishmallows from America. Although my favourite Squishmallow to collect is the dogs, and they have a lot of dogs in America that I don't have. So when I show you my dog collection, which might be next month, I'll talk you through the dogs that I'm missing and would like to get. So this was my first ever Squishmallow. Then I'm going to go on to my smallest ones. These aren't my smallest in my whole Squishmallow collection because I've got clips and I've got flips, but these are my 5-inch Squishmallows. So I bought these as a bundle because it made them cheaper. I was trying to get Mike and Sully in different sizes, and this is how I've ended up with 3 Sullys now. But when you buy more than one Squishmallow, it means that the shipping is more worth it in a way because you are paying the same amount as you probably would for one, but you're getting a few more. So I got 4 in this bundle. The first one I got was Woody. So he's a 5-inch, he's got his little cowboy hat on. They've put some like 3D detail on his sheriff's star, which is over his like cowhide jacket. They've like screen printed a string on him. I think it would have been nice if it was embroidered like his buttons and his belt buckle, but he's really cute. And these are the others I got in the bundle on his tag. So without further ado, I also got Buzz. So Buzz is mainly screen printed. The only thing that's embroidered is his chin dimple, which I think is really, really cute, but they could have done his buttons as well, like they've just done with Woody. Again, he's got the same tag, but I just think he's really cute, and his little wings stick out, which is nice. And then I got Mike. This is the size I wanted Mike in. I wanted Mike to be 5-inch, and I wanted Sully to be 7.5, 8-inch. And he's absolutely adorable. He's basically just a big eye and a smile, but his smile's embroidered, his eye's embroidered, he's got his little horns as well. And I just think he's absolutely adorable, and I think him in a bigger size would just be weird to me. Like, he's got to be smaller than Sully. Like, it's weird if he's not. So I'm really glad I got the 5-inch. But then that meant that I also got a Sully 5-inch, which I didn't need, but as you guys know, I have a huge Sully collection. If you haven't seen my Sully collection before, I will leave a card up above. I haven't wanted to part with him, although I have considered it on a few occasions just for like money purposes and not wanting the exact same plush twice, although I have done that sometimes in my collection, so it's not the end of the world. He's got embroidered purple spots, he's got very fluffy eyebrows, and he's got his horns, and he's got some scales down his tail, and I just absolutely adore him. So sticking with the theme of Sullys, like I said, I bought the 5-inch Mike and I wanted a 7.5-inch Sully. So I got him on his own. He cost me quite a lot of money with the shipping and everything, which is why I prefer bundles. I had originally been looking for a big Sully and small Mike bundle, but you could only get small bundles or big bundles. They didn't mix them, which didn't make sense to me because their size should be appropriate. So Sully should always be bigger. But this is the one I'm going to part with because I'm about to show you a brand new Squishmallow I got just before Christmas, and he's basically identical to this one, so I'm not going to keep this one anymore. But he's exactly the same as the small one. It's just that his tag only has Mike and Woody. They didn't do a Buzz in this size, or at least they didn't when they brought that tag out, but Mike in that size is just weird, I think. So my friend Rach introduced me to a Facebook group, and there was someone from America offering to do pickups from their local Walgreens. They hadn't managed to get any Elsas or Bells, which are my grails at the moment, but they did manage to get the Sully. So this is a 7.5-inch Sully who's identical to the one I've just showed you, but there's a little tiny Boo. I would say she's only about 3 inches, because if you get my Mike, who's 5 inches, he's bigger than her. So this is like the perfect size difference for me. I think this set is going to be my favourite set now, but I basically just got him for the little Boo. I absolutely love her. She's in her pink and purple outfit, and her hair's in bunches, and I just love her. And then the outside of the tag just has Sully and Boo, but if I open up the tag, it shows you the other two I really want, which is Elsa with a little Olaf and Belle with a little Lumiere. I'd like the Ariel and the Flounder as well, but I'm not too bothered about Timon and Pumbaa. Just because it's going to cost me so much money to get them all, I'm trying to just focus on the ones I really, really want, basically. So we will come back to those in a moment. And then this is another one of my favourites. I think, again, Laura picked it up for me, and it is the Stitch Squishmallow. I absolutely love Stitch. I never used to. I didn't as a kid. But as I've grown older, I've just kind of become obsessed. I absolutely love him. His tag says that there's also a Dumbo, but I'm not that bothered about collecting a Dumbo, to be honest. But I just absolutely had to get the Stitch. He's a lot like the Grogu. Like, his ears have got something in them to stop them from being too floppy. But he's just really, really squishy, and I love his big nose as well. And then these I bought as a bundle, but one of them doesn't belong to me, it belongs to my dad. So if you didn't see the video where I did the haul of these, I will leave a card up above because he's in that video, but I don't want to wake my dog up to go and get the other one to show you, so just watch that video. It's just the Tigger. And if you would like to see my dad's Tigger plush collection at some point, then let me know, because I am in awe of his plush collection, considering he's not a plush collector, but he loves anything Tigger. So like I said, these were all bought together, so they were more reasonable than, say, that 8-inch Sully that I got on eBay. So the first one was Winnie the Pooh. He's very, very cute. He's got embroidered eyes and nose, and he's got an embroidery on his t-shirt as well. He's very simple but very, very cute. And then I got Piglet. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm not that fussed about Piglet things. I will buy Pooh, I will buy Eeyore, I will get a Tigger for my dad, and I'm not usually bothered about Piglet. But it did work out cheaper to get them as a bundle of 4, so of course that's what I did. So Piglet has embroidery on the eyes and the nose and like the mouth and eyebrows, but the lines around his like shirt aren't embroidered, they're just screen printed. But even though I wasn't going to get Piglet, he's still really cute. And then finally of mine, like I said, you'll have to go to that old video to see my dad's. I got Eeyore as well, so he's grey and blue. I absolutely love him. He's got some embroidery on these like stitches by his belly and his eyes and his eyebrows, his nostrils as well. He's got a little tuft of hair up by his ears, and his ears are really floppy. And then he's got a little tail as well. I just absolutely love it. I wish they'd made it Velcro. I've seen some Disney plushes where his tail's like Velcro so that you can rip it off and put it back on, but I still think it's a really nice touch that they even did his tail, so I absolutely love that. And then this one I ended up getting twice, so I had to sell it. Basically my friend Chloe was selling this one, so I bought this from her, and then when I was trying to get a Mickey on eBay, they had sold out of the Mickey, so they sent me the Donald, and I was like, you've sent me a Donald when I ordered a Mickey? And they were like, oh sorry, we sold out of the Mickey. I was like, well that's all well and good, but you should have told me because I've got Donald. I didn't order Donald because I don't need Donald. And they just refunded me and let me keep the Donald, so I asked my friend if she wanted it because she's a huge Donald collector, but then it meant that I didn't have a Mickey still, so I was really annoyed. But this is my Donald Duck from Chloe. He's absolutely adorable and he's got quite a lot of detail on him. So he's got his blue hat with a little bit of black frill on it. He's got embroidered eyes, he's got a 3D beak, he's got an embroidered bow tie and an embroidered yellow stripe that goes all around. And I just really, really love him. I paid a lot of money for him both times really, but since I got refunded for the second one it wasn't that bad. And then as you can see in this size they also do Stitch, so I could have Stitch slightly smaller, but I don't want Stitch smaller. I want Marie really, really badly because I love the Aristocats, and like I said, I don't really want Dumbo. So this is my Donald. So for the longest time I thought I wouldn't be able to get Mickey and Minnie, but then someone in the UK was selling them, so I managed to get them. I wanted them to be the same size as Donald, obviously. So first we have Mickey. He's got embroidered eyes and nose, and the white buttons on his shorts are embroidered as well. And then he's got red shorts and a little embroidered tail on the back. He's only got Minnie on his tag, but obviously I bought them together, so it wasn't too hard to get Minnie as well. So Minnie is pink, so she won't be living in my car, thank goodness, because I don't think I want to put a Squishmallow in my car. I don't want someone breaking into my car just for a Squishmallow. She's got embroidered eyes and a nose. Her tail on the back again is embroidered, and she's wearing pink and white polka dots, which are just screen printed. But I'm so happy to finally have them. You would think these would be the first ones I got, but they were like the second and third to last, because the last one I got you will have seen in my What I Got for Christmas video, which was just last Friday. So if you've missed it, I will leave a card up above. But I got this with Christmas money from my granddad, and I got the Goofy Squishmallow. So there was a website I found on Facebook where someone buys them from America, ships them over, and then sells them to you. So you haven't got customs to pay, although you've probably got a proportion of the customs they paid worked into your price. So he was quite pricey, but I myself didn't actually buy it with my own money. It was bought with Christmas money, so this is my gift from my granddad, and I just absolutely love him. So he's got a green hat, embroidered eyes, nose and teeth, and then he's got a band of orange and a band of blue, and I just absolutely adore him. And then in here there are more. So I would really like to get the 7.5 inch Pluto and Daisy. They would need to be that size so that they're all the same size. And I would love the Steamboat Willie as well. So, oh my goodness, I didn't realise there was this many. Okay, so that was super weird. I found a Pop Sugar article where they were saying where you could buy Disney Squishmallows, and I was looking through to see if there was any I missed for this like wishlist portion of the video, and they used my picture from Instagram. I mean, admittedly they did give me credit, but they've never asked if they could use it. And I'm a bit like, Pop Sugar, come on, like obviously I would have said yes, but you should have at least asked. So this is just a screenshot of Pop Sugar's article. I'll link it in the description down below as well so that you can see it, but they just used my picture, and it wasn't even my best picture. I took way better pictures than that. So after that article, I went on to Walmart to see what's currently available. I couldn't find that Steamboat Willie anywhere on the internet, so I don't think that's even out yet, and I couldn't find a 7.5/8" Daisy Duck. Walmart only had the 14" which would be huge. I don't even think I own a 14" in my Disney ones. But just going through what Walmart have, they obviously have the Ariel with the miniature flounder. I cannot believe these prices. I'm sure that's not the prices they go for in store. They've got the 8" Marie, which I would really love, and they've also got the Elsa with the Olaf. I completely forgot this one existed, and I really need it because it's a dog Squishmallow, but they do a patch from 101 Dalmatians, so I absolutely need to get that one. I obviously want a 7" Pluto to go with my Goofy, Mickey, Minnie and Donald. I think my current kind of grail is Belle with Lumiere, but this pricing on Walmart is really strange because the Elsa and Anna was $50 and Belle and Lumiere is $60 plus $12 shipping. So I don't know what's wrong with the Walmart website. And then I didn't know they did a Sorcerer Mickey and a Blue Minnie. So they're really cute. I would absolutely not pay that much, but it's because they're 16". If they did them in an 8, they would be much cheaper. And then more for my dog collection, I would absolutely love the Lady and the Tramp, but only Lady was available on Walmart, so I've had to use somebody's photo of Lady and the Tramp. And of course, there's also the Nightmare Before Christmas Squishmallows. So these were the first ones that really made me see just how much people profit off Squishmallows, and it really upset me because I didn't manage to get a single one. I think there's about 9 to collect and they're all in a range of sizes, and I don't own a single one, so I was really upset about that because they just went on eBay for like hundreds of pounds, and I was like, I'm not paying that. You guys know me. When I know how much something is worth, I won't pay too much for it. I will try and pay as close to what it was sold for as I possibly can. But that's my little wish list. I won't buy any before my birthday, but those are the ones I've got an eye on. If I get any birthday money, I could see how much they're going for on eBay, things like that. But that was my Disney Squishmallow collection. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and comment down below which one was your favourite. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday for another video. Bye friends!